Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Nerd Coffee, episode number 4. If you guys are tuning into the podcast audio only, thank you so much for crushing it for so many times now. We are here with a new guest. His name is Greylump. This is him. And, oh, it's a Matt bro. Okay. Welcome, dude. So, need to get this. We're sorry, but the camera is being weird for me. I don't really know.
Oh, look at the, I'm being covered by checkers. I'll play checkers on your coat.
Okay, so.
Coat checkers.
Last week we did not feature Matt bro because it was a little bit of a weird situation. It was kind of a full house, so we couldn't really do it.
Yeah,
but,
and it was late, and I had to go to school the next day.
Yeah, so.
Womp womp.
Lots of things wrong, but however.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
However, still a great podcast. Funny, I did not actually update the site this week or get the audio podcast version up, so episode 3 and 4 will be in the same website update.
What's this? What's this?
Oh my god, what is that actually?
I don't know. Is it the Nerd Coffee logo?
It is the Nerd Coffee logo. So, guys,
That's pretty cool.
I told you episode 1 we'd get something a little nicer. Does it smell good?
It smells pretty good.
It smells like coffee.
Yeah, it smells like coffee.
And circuit boards and stuff. And an NES controller for some reason. But, anyways, that's our logo. It's up right here.
Actually, you put a finger, I'll put a finger.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
And here. They don't know what we're talking about.
That's right here. That's
By the way,
right here.
I do realize 90% of our viewers literally watch it audio only, so.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for killing it. Like, we're talking thank you.
Yeah, it
Last
blew up.
week's, like, episode 2, got about 200 some people listening to the audio only version. The video version will never be as good. I understand that now, but we're still going to be making it just this way, because that is the way we want it to be made.
I don't want no spoilers now.
Now, spoilers.
No spoilers.
So, first of all, if you look over to your screen to your right, Matt, we're going to be talking about the NESMaker, but first of all, how was your week?
Pretty good, pretty uneventful, just boring school crap.
Actually, how was your 2 weeks, should I say, actually, now that I think of it, because pretty much same.
Yeah.
What side is
very boring. Actually, last night, me and a bunch of friends played a bunch of PlayStation. It started off, actually, me and a friend that I sit with on the bus, we both had PlayStation, and he told me to get on today. I was just like, okay, sure, and I got on, and we were going to join a party and talk. We did, and him and a couple other friends were playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, dude,
And
Six Siege is awesome.
I don't have the game, but there is a free weekend for it if you have PS Plus, and I was just like, oh, I wish I could play with you guys, but I don't have PS Plus. I guess I'll play a game by myself. So I grabbed Battlefront, I opened it up. There's a $20 PlayStation Store card in there that I got at Christmas that I completely forgot about.
Yo, did you get to play then?
I bought it off PS Plus. I got to play. I downloaded Rainbow, but I haven't booted it yet. I played some Fortnite with a friend. We played some Uncharted 4, the multiplayer, and then I watched a share play with one of my friends. It was just me and him at that point. It was kind of late.
Yo.
It was like 9:30, 10-ish, and I was watching him play Far Cry 4.
That's pretty dope,
awesome.
though.
And there was this awkward moment. He was doing a mission where like he had to like free slaves and then confront this guy. He was going to go get one of the slaves, and he walked in, and it was like a woman, and like there was a guard just like she was bent over the table. She was just getting spanked, and we were just like we could both see it. I could see his screen. He could see his screen. It was the same time, and we both just went quiet. We were just
both of you just.
Is this a bad time to walk in? That's basically what we were both thinking. It was so funny. We were just like, is this a bad time?
Okay, so
that was basically my week.
My week was full of waiting, but there's actually something that I need to tell you guys.
I just remembered something from...
I'm not going to be able to show you the picture just yet. Just don't get mad at me for this. On the website is going to be an exclusive gallery full of stuff that we make, such as fake covers of video games and a bunch of other cool digital photos that are amazing. You'll see later on what that means, but my friend, I cosplayed as Link and took it to work with me.
I'm
Like legit full
oh,
on.
that, like, oh god. Oh,
Yeah! Everyone had a great time. And that actually messes up my hair. That's why my hair is kind of messy today. So,
I just remembered something. It was only me and another friend playing Fortnite. We were both playing on the same team, and the craziest thing happens. We go to Anarchy Acres, it just so happened that was right in the center of the circle, so we had good chances of surviving there. So we went to the house on one side of the farm, and we basically built like a little fortress there. It was great, but then we were outside the circle at one point, so we went to like barely inside the circle. It was us, our team of 2, and another team of 2 people left.
oh my gosh.
We went on top of a hill. I was completely decked out with weapons. I had assault rifles, I had the new crossbow, I had a minigun.
Just the whole shebang.
Yeah, the whole shebang. The shebang.
Shebang, bang,
I
bang.
had a couple shotties. It was crazy. So we quickly just built like a quick and dirty like tower made of bricks because he had like 999 stone. I don't know where he got it all, but he told me he had 999 stone. And I was just like, okay, let's build a base then. And we built the base. They didn't even see us for like the entire time we were building it. They built their little base. Like we didn't know where they were. They already had it finished by the time we found it. And so I grabbed my minigun. I started smoking their base because it was complete. It was all wood. I was just smoking the base, and they both had rocket launchers and grenade launchers. Took down our tower. We fell to our deaths and lost.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy.
That's the worst.
He was just like,
that is the worst.
I don't want to play Fortnite anymore. I'm gonna go to bed. This is at like 9 o'clock. Actually, no, he didn't say he was gonna go to bed. We talked for a while. We were in a party with another friend, the friend that I watched play Far Cry.
Yeah. So
it was crazy.
That's kind of it for the how's it been, just because we actually have so many topics.
Yeah. So next topic is the case.
So, if you guys are doing the audio only version, you already know this is coming. This is a company called Orzly, and they made a Switch case. And I need a Switch case, not because I'm going to be moving my Switch around. I actually dock it at all times, pretty much. But you know, I mean, the Switch is a portable machine. I need something for it. And we're going to test the build quality here. So first of all, the packaging is beautiful, first of all. Is that an instruction manual that you're holding there?
I think it's a...
Well, there's a thank you card.
Oh, there's a...
That's so nice.
There's all kinds of... This is a really nice little booklet. It has different things that you can buy from them. Carry case, which you have. Premium
Cover
tempered glass.
stand,
Dual layer tempered glass. Tempered glass.
Hey, look. They got Joy-Con grips.
Joy-Con grips, Type-C cables, controller flexi cases even, racing wheels.
Yep, so
Dang.
we've got one of their nice...
Ooh.
It's actually very satisfyingly nice. We got the Switch, which, by the way, if you guys are watching the video version, this is going to be this week's challenge. Is we're going to be fighting off an old arcade game, which we're not going to name because it's actually surprising. Lots of people don't know it was an arcade game.
It smells weird. Smell it.
It does smell kind of weird. But let's see how it fits. So it clearly goes right here.
Yeah, the Switch definitely goes there. Looks
So
like it has little indentations.
So I assume that's how I would put it in the middle, and then you'd... I already like how nice it looks.
And then here, so there's the Switch in it. It's got 2 little rubber bands, so it doesn't even fall out.
A little bit, see if you can see.
It's got some rubber bands here, rubber band. So
now the cool thing is you can hold up to 8 Switch games right here.
Yeah, so let's.
So grab a few Switch games. and we shall test that.
Alright, go, turn off switch. Bad switch.
You're a bad switch, aren't you? Good lord. Let's not turn this into Far Cry 4 again now. Surprising fit.
Surprisingly nice, yeah.
And it looks like it's wide enough for a
even up, like,
micro SD.
Yeah.
So if you really needed to, there's a micro switch. The Switch has a micro SD.
Yeah.
So
SD slot.
we could just take a.
You can, like, hold your like Joy-Con like that, like so, like not like the Joy-Con like controller frame type.
I feel like the best thing to do here is
like,
to switch.
Like these kinds of things, you can just boom.
Can you fit both of those? That would be really nice. I'd hope so. Just shy of.
We might be able to get this to work. I'm good at things like this.
Finagling.
Finagling and bagling.
Now, will it still... Okay, it almost does. The point is, accessories go in there, though. I feel like the best thing to do is put a cord in there, though. That's what I think.
Both of these don't fit.
One of those in a cord would fit perfect, though. Like the one I just bought. I just now bought me a second cord.
Yeah, it's a USB Type A to Type C. Get your cord, little controller thing to put in there.
Does it seal nicely without hurting anything? That is the question. So we've got it nice and compact.
It was really easy to zip up too, and didn't have to force it.
So let's see. Nice. I can see a little bump here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a, but that's to be expected.
But does it hurt the Switch to have it like that?
Doesn't seem like it.
It does not.
Because this also acts as a screen protector to protect the screen against stuff that's in there too.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to buy myself a screen protector for this anyways.
Yeah,
so.
This company also does screen protectors, so it's cool.
Which,
it's soft.
Yeah.
It's
so,
soft
Orzly, guys. Go check these guys out. This is their name. They've got an Amazon store. Go check them out if you need some pretty good stuff. That was only a $10 case. And the cord was $10, but I just kind of bundled stuff up because I just felt like I needed a second one. So that's that for that. Really, really good case though. I'm surprised.
Very squishy case too.
Very nice.
Very durable, squishy. Definitely very squishy. Like look at squishy.
Right. So, moving right on. NESMaker. We actually did this out of order, so I'm gonna have to change up where that is.
Oh right, yeah, you put that there.
Which is fine. I can just go ahead and pop.
Wait, isn't this only for us anyway?
No, this is because we're going to be talking about this a little bit.
So, yeah,
the NESMaker, if you guys don't remember, episode 1 we talked about it. We told you what it was going to do. And we are happy to say 2,553 backers spent. Now this is even crazier. $253,403 dollars total to bring this thing to life. And I just want to move Matt. Great. Now, if we go down here, they added the music thing at 100,000. But since we talked last, they actually did one more thing. Level 7 control burner was unlocked. Memory mapping was unlocked, which was at 250.
Mother of all goals.
So that's all. This kind of just makes it a better tool. I'm not going to get into how it does it. Go to their Kickstarter page. All you got to do is look up NESMaker. I just wanted to give that quick little shout because it's amazing. I love the whole thing, and it's now time to announce I will be doing a space shooter or a cute 'em up based on NESMaker. Like, being made in there. So, the shooter module will be used to make one. Plus a few other games, most likely. Okay, so, this one has Matt on a question mark. When you saw this, you're like, what? So, I'm not going to leave you in suspense anymore. I'm just going to shoot it straight out. This is going to be this is almost a 2 big topic episode. Because we might have to stick a little bit of time into this one. High-end graphics hurting PC sales. Let me explain before we start this is that games have to be able to advance and get better, look better, feel better, of course. That is the endless game race. And that was my phone. Now, unfortunately, this hurts the PC master race in some ways, and it hurts itself in some ways. But you stop.
I'm messing with it. It's not my fault.
Okay. Anyways, what I'm getting at here is, does the PC master race hurt the way games are made? Because I feel like there's a definite upgrade thing that just doesn't happen with PC gamers here. It becomes quickly obsolete, then they keep making games bigger, better, and more CPU intensive, and then they end up in situations like ours. Would you not?
Yeah, then it's not my fault.
It's right on the... Great.
It's not my fault.
It's on camera now, so now they know the game of the week.
What if they didn't go through on audio?
Well then, good. They're on audio. That's her reason to do video. Anyways, what do you think about this?
I think mostly it's
Like, cause
because GPUs normally, like graphics cards are normally very reasonably priced, but the mining craze is basically the primary,
problem.
Miners, the bad prices for GPUs, miners are probably like 98% of the problem.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that, but like, say I buy the newest graphics card, right? But then something else becomes the newest graphics card in a couple weeks. Then the problem is, like, that graphics card, say, like, this is not likely. There's a game that just comes out right after the newest one comes out after the one I have, and you need that new graphics card to make it work.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about. Like,
that's like another thing is that graphics usually they're built like ahead of the technology curve, so you can have it for many years and it'll still be reliable. Like, say you bought like something like your 780 Ti that we're gonna have.
What I'm trying to say here is not that in particular. I'm just talking about the whole back and forth about like older systems getting very bad quickly.
Whoa.
Like mine, for instance, right? I can't run Klepto on mine, or Thief, or whatever that one was called, because of even at the lowest settings, some games still can't be ran on mine.
Well, that's mostly due to the reason that we used like a mid-range graphics card from about 2014, which would end up being pretty low end, but still fairly okay, but not for a lot of gaming nowadays.
Exactly.
Because we used a budget card. Budget cards usually won't last. Like, they'll usually run all games of their time, just at either lower settings or even lower settings for future games. But high-end video cards are mostly, like, they'd be built for many years ahead. Like, your 780 Ti is still really good. It could run basically any game at 1080p high settings. And that's, like, from, like, 2013.
You finally hit the nail on the head with what I'm talking about here is, like, the problem is, let's say this is the space that graphics cards can work with modern games, right? Unfortunately, as technology and games get better, here's what happens to that space. It doesn't shrink any, but it kind of... It slowly kind of just moves and stays the same. And unfortunately, the graphics cards stay back here when the bar goes this way in the future. And that's kind of the big issue I'm trying to get at here is, like, it's really hard to say, but, like, I don't know. This is a topic that's harder to talk about than I thought, because, like, what I'm trying to say here is a little different than it's explainable, you know?
Yeah. But a lot of people will just like build like the very highest end system. Like say someone gets like 210 Ti's, then that'll probably be good for gaming for like probably 15, no, probably 15, but 10 years.
Yeah.
That'd be around like $1,200 worth of graphics card right there, but
then again, it'll last for a freaking long time.
Like a really long time.
Yeah, exactly.
You could buy like a $25 gaming freaking warship, and it probably last you 8-9 years, and you'd easily make that 2,500 back and build another PC like that with the new modern hardware.
Yeah.
So it's sort of just almost like a circle, like almost like the water cycle, but with PC.
Yeah.
components.
So now that we're at that point, now the problem with the game side of the PC master race, so to speak, though, with that effect, is that games are getting better, but it doesn't aid those people that are behind the curve in a way, so to speak. That's what I've been trying to get at. That's the best way to say it, is like
people on a budget, like
people on a budget do suffer sometimes.
yeah, and basically, like really all I can say about people on a budget is like if they get like a slightly older, like a few years old, but still pretty capable card for cheaper, that can still game fairly well,
Yeah.
and they just do that kind of thing. Like, say in like 5 years, the GTX 1080 would be, and someone could probably get one for like $150.
Yeah.
And they would throw that in their system and be like, yeah, it's pretty old, but it's still pretty awesome.
Still nice. It still works. Exactly. So there we go. We're sorry if we took a little bit of time to try to figure out how to talk about that subject.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to put into words almost.
Yeah, it's very hard to say what I was trying to say here. It forces the hand of a question, though, is like, do you think PC developers should make low-end versions of each of their games by, like, subsidizing the graphics lower than the lowest settings, you know, making descaled versions for those people down there so that way they can still buy it, you know? It depends on game, I guess.
Like, I feel like it should be, like, still, like, the same instance of the game, except they should have, like, more, like...
Uber low.
Like, more, like, of a gap of quality between settings rather than being, like, slightly better until you get to the best or the worst graphics. So, the lower would be lower and the higher would be higher. Yeah,
you see, that's perfect. Yeah, that's probably the best we can do here. It does happen, but the thing is, there's not enough of a difference.
Yeah, like
right
there's
now.
only, like a lot of games, like you'll have like between low and medium, and they'll perform the same, but look like barely different.
Barely. What we need to do is, if you're a game developer out there listening to this, and it seems like we're rambling on, let's put it this way: when you're making your game settings, make sure that there's a substantial difference.
Yeah.
Between
at least
each
a more
graphic
substantial
setting and each setting, because that's what we need. You need to cater to gamers who can't really afford a new PC. Because if you're building Black Ops 3, you think everyone has the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
That's the way most people can be. But then there's people like us that are like normal to no income.
Yeah.
Or income that needs to go other places. Like, I need to pay bills still. And I don't really have the necessary means to save up for a PC on every single day. You know, I can't do that.
And my situation is just, I only, like,
birthdays
and Christmas. I
and
got my entire PC for Christmas. Like, Ryzen 3, I got that because, we got a lot of them on, like, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that kind of thing, Christmas sales. Graphics card, this was actually before the mining craze, so the mining craze definitely has a very big effect on it, but if that wasn't in effect, then you could easily build my system for around $600.
Yeah.
Bucks.
And as a matter of fact, it's kind of funny that we would loop to the thing is cryptocurrency and the media effect was episode 1.
Like, cryptocurrency mining and affecting, like, the freaking, like, prices on, like, PC hardware is, like, basically...
Still a problem.
Like, very still a problem.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We've been talking about it almost through the whole entire series so far. This is episode 4. and it still comes back as a problem.
Yeah.
That's how big it is.
Because it's the problem. It just relates to anything PC based.
But just as much as cryptocurrency is a problem, there's a different problem on the cybers right now. YouTube. Now, let me just say, I create on YouTube and Twitch. I have no biased opinion here and love both equally. That's my kind of thing, and I think Matt agrees here. He's a little more acquainted with YouTube, I'd say, but
yeah, I've used Twitch a time or two.
yeah, it's still Twitch is great. Twitch is great. Let's put it that way. Don't think it's knocking on either. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little on Twitch's side with this one, so excuse if I'm a little biased on this. YouTube versus Twitch and the new sponsorship program for YouTube. Now, I actually didn't cover this last week, even though it's been going for a while. So, first of all, if you guys are unfamiliar with the way Twitch subs work, right? If you kind of subscribe to somebody on Twitch, you pay $5 possibly every month to help them out. Like Bacon Donut, I've actually subbed to him a couple times with my free Twitch Prime thing, cause yada yada. So $5 gets you a sub.
Even
Now,
if you go to Subway, $5 can get you a sub.
Indeed.
$5 foot long.
$5
foot long.
any. Okay, so there's that. Now YouTube is trying to go in better competition with Twitch because Twitch is getting an uploading section going on. And allegedly, Twitch has got the love of two big YouTubers that you will want to go over to Twitch for. Might want to hold on to your seat.
Yep.
Because Markiplier and Jacksepticeye are going to Twitch.
Yep.
So I'm sure you've heard of that pretty well. I mean, it's a pretty big topic right now going around the gaming space.
Yeah.
And honestly, thank goodness. Someone needs to knock YouTube right off its little primordial platform, okay? They've been doing whatever they want with their monetization forever.
Yeah, and they've
it's
been
about
very
time.
stricting it up recently, too.
Yeah, with all this copyright bullcrap. They either have, right now, it's essentially, they either get their crap together, or Twitch is going to pass them eventually.
Yeah.
And that's a safe estimate. Because more and more YouTubers will probably follow those two. I wouldn't be surprised if Felix moved over. Because
he just complains a lot nowadays.
well, that's the thing though. Mark and Jack are leaving, dude. That's like two of his friends. And if they talk behind the scenes as much as I assume they do, Felix is just gonna be like, you know something? You're right. And that's kind of the big thing, is how many YouTubers are gonna switch to Twitch?
What?
I don't know.
I wasn't even paying attention. I like super zoned out.
But how many YouTubers do you think are gonna go to Twitch now? I mean, there's gonna be a lot.
Ah, my neck.
I feel it, you know, like, if there's an active subscriber base for anybody can move without any problems, I think. But YouTube has responded with a sponsorship program, which allows for $5 to sponsor a YouTube channel. And this is good for monetization of people that get their content flagged. Because each person, I'm actually a sponsorship, by the way, of SMG4 now. $5 a month, great little deal. They give you a lot of cool stuff, like you get a little badge put beside your name on any comment that is made on SMG4. It's a little like derpy Mario face with his eyes going like that way and that way. It's so cool. You guys have got to go get some sponsorship going. If you can afford $5 a month, it's amazing. And it helps out creators deeply. So, there's that. I feel that this whole entire thing might bring YouTube to their knees, and I hope so. Someone finally needs to humble them and make them realize that they are not invincible.
Yeah.
Heck, they just basically bullied a lot of people out of, like, their YouTube monetization.
Yeah. Us included.
Yeah. But that's alright. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot to talk about. I mostly wanted to get out that Markiplier and Jack are leaving, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of crazy.
it's so great, but it's crazy. Yeah.
It's gonna be a big pill for a lot of people to swallow.
But I think this is a great move for them in particular. Because they're influential, dude. Like, they can move nations with their content somewhat.
My face itches. Oh, this side itches.
Yep. I know we've been doing kind of meta kind of news so far, such as house cleaning
this
and
itches.
stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. Don't you hate when you, like, scratch an itch and it moves to, like, the other side?
I
Or just
hate that.
somewhere
Let me
else?
see if I can...
Like, you, like, scratch your leg and it'll move to your arm. You scratch your arm, it moves to your foot. Scratch your foot,
Yeah.
moves to your other foot.
I hate
it.
that.
I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, man. You know what I don't hate? That was pretty cool. But not what I don't hate. I don't hate Big Box by the Launchbox team. So, this is just a quick little thought thing. And it's actually going to segment into kind of what I want to do for this room. I'm going to be building an arcade cabinet. If you guys are unfamiliar with Big Box and Launchbox in general, it's basically a PC GUI for, like, launching things. It's, I don't know.
It's a GUI.
It's a GUI.
It's pretty gooey.
It is GUI. And what it does, it takes, like, let's say your Steam library, right? Say you have like 700 plus games. It'll put them in a list. It'll give you a description, screenshots, everything you need, all right there, right next to the launch button. It's real good. I've actually been able to experience a lot more games through it. And we're not sponsored, but let me just say it's only $20 to get the big box mode, and it can boot right up with Windows, so like you can launch it that way.
You know what I've always wanted to do?
What's that?
Turn a microwave into a TV.
That would be so cool, though.
It would be. That would be amazing.
What if it was?
Just made me think
What
of
if it
that.
was like right, like the TV was only right here, and you could still microwave things? That'd be awesome. Let's get it away.
Oh, stupid little booklet.
Yep. I'm having microwave issues. Help. That was the worst.
9/11. 911, what's your emergency?
It didn't
still
even
there.
do anything.
That's what time it says it is. It's
Oh my
9/11.
gosh, it's...
It's 6:26 p.m.
Yeah, it's a very far off clock.
EST. Est. Pacific Standard Time. Tell me who that is.
So,
It's Pacific Standard.
there's not really a lot of other things I wanted to say about Launchbox, but dude, go check it out. It's very helpful. It actually helps game designing and...
What if it's a girl watching?
What do you mean?
You said, dude, go check it out.
I always call everybody dude.
Oh, I see.
Dude, there's a baby that, like, comes to my, like, place I work every day because her mom picks her baby up from someone on second shift. And I swear, I call her baby dude. I'm like, sup, baby dude? And she always like,
Ah. Peanut butter baby.
that's the noise
Ah.
she makes at me every time.
Ah.
And it's the most cute thing ever. It's baby dude is awesome.
Oh god, it's like flashlights. Flash-colored lights.
Okay, we're gonna move on
Yeah.
from that because you do not need to be saying that anymore.
Yeah, probably shouldn't say flashlight. It's like a flashlight made of like human.
Never mind. Good thing you're too innocent to know what you're saying right now.
Yeah, probably shouldn't.
Yeah, that's a thing you don't need to say, like ever.
I was thinking it was just like a finger,
Stop.
like a
Just
finger
stop.
light.
Just stop. Just stop.
Stop.
You're hurting yourself.
Stop.
Stop. You're
My
hurting
stomach,
yourself.
my eyes, that didn't mean stop talking. Shh, be quiet.
Okay.
Cover
So
your
that's just about it for that. Next topic though is happily we're going to be talking about the Star Wars franchise.
Star Wars.
So, if you guys don't know, I've never watched a Star Wars movie. Yep, crucify me, kill me, whatever. I've never watched an actual Star Wars movie, but it's because I want to watch them in all chronological order all at once. Or at least 3 at a time. It's really hard to get that kind of time for me. So we've got here
The original trilogy. We have A New Hope.
Star Wars A New Hope.
We have The Empire Strikes Back. That's coming out. And Return of the Jedi.
So, we got 3 movies, the original trilogy, everyone knows, and we've got 3 games. Now, video games are where I fall on the Star Wars, is the merchandising in video games, which I love to death. We got one from each era that I think, I don't know if these help. I picked up Star Wars Battlefront 2 for Xbox, which this is the original. By the way, Battlefront, they need to get that right and not call it Battlefront anymore, because this is Battlefront. That's why I cringe at that. Every time I see PS4 Battlefront, I'm like, it's good, but
What if they call it Star Wars Front Battle?
I mean, at least it would be differentiated. Come on, I mean. Anyways, we've got Star Wars The Clone Wars, which this is a little bit of a derpy one, but it's a different era than the other ones I've got. Then we've got Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racing for Nintendo 64. So as you can see, I got kind of 3 different genres of Star Wars games, if I could. This one has a kind of a lightsaber duel mode that you can use with motion controllers, which, let me tell you, it may be kind of crappy, but this is such a fun, satisfying situation. This one is just a straight-up pod racer with some of the best destruction physics I've ever seen on 64. And do I need to say something about Battlefront 2? I don't think I do.
This looks like some kind of like...
So, the question is...
Weird take on like some like weird futuristic binoculars.
They look like Star Trek binoculars. Gosh, VHS tapes. We love you to death. So, the question that we need to answer here, right, is, do you think Star Wars operates better as a video game universe? Now, this is a non-biased opinion, by the way. We're going to try to go as non-biased as possible here. Or as a film universe. Obviously, we know which one it started and is supposed to be, is a film universe. So, putting it aside that was what it started as, what do you think here?
I feel like...
Because the thing is...
Words.
A lot of the Star Wars movies are great, but some of them are slower, I've noticed. It's like they seem to have slower dialogue and start than some of the video games do. The video games are a little more fast-paced.
Because they're video games. People don't want to
So,
have like a movie.
I guess the question here is, which do you think Star Wars works better as? Is fast or slow? Or game or movie?
I think...
I still, even though I do like the games, I feel like it's a better cinematic universe, but...
Yeah, I feel like it's better as a movie, mostly because, like, Star Wars, I feel like you can't really, like, have, like, the, like, full-on Star Wars experience just as a game.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you only play a game, you won't really get a taste of, like, the personalities of each character and, like, how they act and who they are, really. And just all that kind of stuff in general.
Well, you know why that is, though.
Where everyone every, like, place where they are. and like what the places are and just everything.
Yeah.
Just anywhere from like.
I
A
have
to
never
C.
watched one, but I can tell you the Mos Eisley is still my favorite place on the universe of Star Wars. I love Mos Eisley Cantina. Now, I think the reason for the fact that it's better on the movie is because they've never had a good campaign mode of a Star Wars game. If you look back through history, you can look as much as you want. The Lego video games are the best you're going to get with story. Otherwise, it's racing, multiplayer, or gimmicks. So, yep. That is our standing opinion. We know that some of these are a little, like, quick, but that's to the point of some of these, is they're little smaller topics.
And also, as well, whenever you watch a Star Wars movie, you'll even feel even more strongly towards the cinematic. This is unbiased. It's just mostly reasoning.
Yeah.
And how, like, these ones give more...
They give you a direct
moist
feeling. Oh my god.
I said that on purpose.
You're so questionable. What is wrong with you today?
More juicy details. That's actually a thing.
There we go. Juicy detail. There we go. So, we agree that the cinematic universe of Star Wars is slightly better. Alright. Hurrah, hurrah.
Hurrah, hurrah. Put this on the bottom of the stack. No.
Yoda is on top. He is the best. He is the best. I know, I'm kidding. That's the kidding. Okay, it's done. It's done. Okay. Yeah, it's done.
Thank you.
Okay, so.
I got scared.
You know, we were going to do the game next for the game of the week, but I feel like since Disney owns Star Wars, let's move on to Disney. Because today, another topic is Disneyland Resort and the Hidden Mickeys. Now, if you've never heard of Hidden Mickeys, throughout all of the Disneyland, you can see Mickey heads everywhere.
Like in the actual physical place?
In the physical place.
What?
Yeah, dude. And it's like, take yourself a flip through this book and like look at some of the clues. This is an unofficial guide put out by Stephen Barrett, I think is his name. If you guys are watching the audio version, you won't see the book, but basically, some people actually go there just to look for hidden Mickeys. This book is a lot of locations of them, and how to enjoy your first park visit the best way.
This seems interesting.
It is very, and I love it.
Clue 41. Examine the drum heads on the large drum floaters. I mean floats. Floaters.
Yeah.
Poop.
Poop.
Return to Future World and walk to Ice Station Cool at the end of Innovation's west side. Enjoy free, exotic, and refreshing soft drinks from foreign countries. Get a fast pass for the Living with the Land ride in the Land Pavilion. Then cross back through the Innovations buildings to the Universe of Energy. Find a hidden Mickey as you take in the show and ride.
Bingo. Now, that's the thing. Like, we could sit here and look at this all the time, but let's hold it up for them here. Look for this book. If you're going, you need this book. This will tell you how to have the time of your life at Disney World, which, by the way, I've never been, and I will probably be taking this with me if I ever go. I will most likely go.
Sometime.
And I hope I would be able to take you with me. But, as well as that, I also brought to the table this Vacation VHS. Now what this is it's technically a brochure. Now what it does, I haven't watched it. I might actually take a look at it.
That'd be for the rich family, because they're the ones with the VHS players and stuff.
Yeah. Now this is a 98 version. So what we get is a calendar of events for 1998. We'll look at that in just a moment. This is a plan kind of thing. Multi-day Disney passes in advance. So as you can see, it's kind of just a whole package of how to go to Disney. Like, I feel like these are cool. So where is the 98 calendar events? So if we flip through this, this says all the way through the year, from January all the way to December, what is happening at Disney as of that year. Let's look through. So, all month long of January, Walt Disney World's 25th anniversary celebration is all month January. January 1st through February 2nd, Sunshine Getaway. I'm trying to find some more, like... Oh, here's something funny. Select nights of December, the Harlem Globetrotters at Disney Wide World of Sports Complex. So as you can see, it's very of the time. Like, there's a lot of... Oh, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day at downtown Disney Pleasure Island. That just...
Look at these places. Deluxe resorts. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Holy
yeah, dude.
crap.
Those are the prices.
Disney's Yacht and Beach Club Resort.
Listen to this. The St. Patty's Day thing I just read. An invasion of leprechauns, festive food, special drinks, Irish music, and prize giveaways. So, Disney magic all around the place. I might have to look at this a little better later on. But listening just to, like, everything, it's so beautiful. Look at this.
You can look how much the rooms would cost in 1998.
Ooh, let me see. So,
Look at the garden suite.
the Polynesian resort would be... Wow.
Look at all the links. This is a fishing scam.
I wonder what happens if we go to those links now. They're
They're
probably
not even
dead.
Links. They're not even links. They just look like links. They look
Oh.
like hyperlinks. Kinda.
I was hoping to find some kind of thing. Ah!
I yawned really fast.
Huh. There's no internet stuff on here.
Just look at this kid. This
That's
kid's
how
creepy.
old this is.
Look at how creepy that kid is.
Yeah, like that is so creepy.
That that boy right there.
Let's put him up right there. Look at the littlest one. He's so weird.
He's creepy. Put on to this one. You can get a close up of his face.
Let's see if I can get up there.
Hey, look at him. He's so creepy.
It's like, I will devour your soul.
And I'll watch happily. Try to guess where that's from.
It's Ian is bored.
Yep. Mail time with Smosh.
Gosh, I missed that show. I miss Anthony actually being on Smosh, but we've already been through the YouTube debacle for today. So
Look at his face. It looks so done.
okay, so check this out, dude. We are at the point where we're going to be talking about the new PC plans. So we could possibly be within a month playing Oculus. Because I just filed my taxes. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm getting back, but I'm going to be using about $800 or $900 to build the rest of the VR Ready PC and get about $100 worth of games and the Oculus Touch controllers with the Oculus. So
The Oculus and Touch buttons.
I have gotten a few games for Oculus already, included Alice VR, which is like an Alice in Wonderland themed game. I don't know if it's an experience or a game. We got Minesweeper VR, which sounds stupid, but it's medieval themed. Can't wait to see how that works. I got Jam Sessions VR, and we got a few others that's not really worth the mention for now.
We're going to be getting things like Job Simulator. We have, what's the bomb defusing one? Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah, definitely. So you'll see we have a lot of stuff coming, but the whole point is we are at the finishing gate. We just need the money to be processed and put in my bank account. It will be going.
You gotta get Everest VR as well.
Ooh,
and that
yeah.
golfing one that was played by, I think Jack played it maybe?
Ooh, we might need
Like
to
that
see that.
Woodlands
I'm gonna
VR,
put
Woodlands Golf.
a bunch of VR games in my on a list here on my PC desktop. And just before I order everything, or just after, I'm going to order all the video games. So, Modbox. I'm going to be buying Modbox. I'm going to be buying, hopefully, Skyrim VR.
Oh, yeah.
A full list will be gave to you guys on one of these podcasts. Wanted to quickly cover that, but it's time, my friend, for this week's challenge. So, we're going to put this one a little longer because everything didn't take as long as we thought it would. I thought this would actually be a longer episode, but...
Wait, well, how long are we going?
We've only got like 50 minutes. Pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. Our target's usually 45 minutes at the shortest.
45 to an hour. So, we are going to be playing versus Mario Brothers, which is the arcade version that most people saw back when the release of the Mario Brothers happened. So, what we're going to do is, let's set up the camera real quick.
We're using the 1080 one, right?
Yeah, we're using the 1080. So my camera will be used for the game itself.
Volume is off.
So, let me get over there.
Yeah, this should be good enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can just...
Yeah.
Alright, this is the best.
Okay, move over. Okay, move. Oh, crap.
Crap, yeah. Alright.
There we go. Okay, so.
We'll just switch seats. Here, this will be the gamer seat, and this will be the non-gamer seat.
Okay, hold on. I'll get it. Log in over here.
I'm going to say homino.
Is it? Nah. I hate it when I'm trying to do this. Dang it.
Oh, I got this one connected. I got it.
Okay, I'm just gonna restart. Continue. Don't do that, dude. I need to do it on my system. There we go.
There we go. Alright.
Now I can...
Sorry if this is going to take a while, guys.
Dang it, hold on.
What?
I'm gonna need both.
Sure.
I hate it when the Switch does this.
There we go.
Okay, so quickly let's hit the home button real quick and adjust our... How do we adjust this? I remember... We are really stupid, we're sorry.
Yeah. We're dumb. We can't remember anything. I think there's a button on the side, like the little circle sync button. Does that do something?
No, that's not the...
Oh, it turned it off.
Okay, hold on. Maybe don't touch anything. I'm gonna see what happens if we do this. Okay, you know, we're sorry. We're trying our best here,
Right.
okay?
I think we have to have both of these. We have to push plus and minus at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm that. Okay, minus. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate trying to sync these Joy-Cons right. I'm not used to it at all. We're sorry, just, okay.
Yeah, we'll re-angle that.
Give me the other thing. I'm going to try my best to...
I think we just end up sharing the controller. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Let me have that.
we just had the case.
Yep. We're sorry about the setup being so weird. Okay.
What if we move this back here and put the screen there?
Well, we've already got it situated though. I mean, it's not really helpful to do that. Oh, dang it.
Oh god.
I hate this so much.
Alright, sorry about those dogs, guys.
Just ignore them if you can.
Yeah. Communication error. Alright.
I think
we should just push plus and should be good. Alright, Alright, I think, are you playing? Oh, yeah. Alright. Push button for one player.
boom. I legitimately don't know which button they're asking me to push here.
Plus? Oh, plus is
No, plus is different.
Push all the buttons. Oh,
okay, I don't know how I did that. Okay, so the one who lasts the longest. Let me just get a feeling for where everything is. Okay, so B is okay.
Travis is really badly focused, guys.
I'm
very bright. Wait, what if we turn on the brightness?
Well, that's not the problem. The problem is I can't even see to play.
Oh yeah, we should probably switch seats. Here, push plus.
I'm good. I can see very well now. This is ridiculous.
Because I don't want either of us to be at an advantage.
Yeah.
Actually, it could be fairly well balanced because we're both. Because you know the map better.
Yeah. But it's really hard. The challenge is not like, it's how far we can go before we lose all our lives, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's switch seats. I'll probably make it.
Yeah, this is a little unfair. We're sorry there's so much finagling in this episode. We didn't think it would be such a big problem.
Yeah, we didn't really think about it before. We don't think about things.
Dang it, I thought this was the run button. Okay. Okay, let's just restart this whole dang thing.
Yeah.
Because we've clearly had a lot of problems. Okay.
Again, those dogs are really loud, sorry.
Okay. We are very sorry.
Yeah, we're very sorry. People
Our
are
lives
annoying.
suck. We can never get anything done right. Now, which button is it to...
Yeah, we probably should have tested
Okay, it's one of these buttons.
Probably
to start.
Yeah, we probably should have tested this beforehand.
Yeah, this is what we get for trying to be geniuses on stream. Okay, if you're watching the audio-only version, bear with us here. Because this is... I would suggest once we tell you that we're doing the challenge, that's pretty much the end of the episode for audio listeners.
Yeah.
Because unless you're on the video version, you won't be able to see what's going on. Now this is actually interesting because this version has more levels.
Ooh.
Which I actually have a NES cart of this that I bought off a repro site. They do real good work. They actually use all original parts, which, thank goodness, right? I mean, we don't like destroying old games. Nobody does. Oh my gosh. This is surprisingly difficult for me to control. Those buttons are angled so ridiculously. Like, I'm used to doing this and, like, pressing this to jump. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lose this challenge.
Alright. But
so,
we still both have to do the punishment, but
yeah.
at different levels.
So,
right,
we're both getting punished this week.
Alright,
Oh my goodness. The awkwardness. The awkwardness.
Okay, that's it. Okay. That's weird.
Do you see what I'm
It
talking
should be
about
like
already? That is so odd. The Y should be B and B should be A. For this iteration.
Yeah, really.
It's incredibly ridiculous to...
It's ridiculously incredible. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I can't get it. Ah, so bad.
Oh no. Where
Why
is
can't I
it?
get it? It's not there.
It's there. I did it though.
Yeah, I saw you do it.
You did see me do it, didn't you?
Not there anymore or something, maybe?
I'm watching the other screen. Like I'm watching.
No, screw it. I don't care.
I'm watching the feed right now because it's a pretty good. It's a good. I think we can agree that you're probably gonna win this. Just for distance. Yeah, you got farther than me. I think we should wrap it up here.
Wait, I want to do -1.
Ooh, -1 would be a fun way to end this, actually. So, real quick, we are extremely sorry for the end of this one.
Yeah, that sucked.
But
People walking in and yappy dogs and terrible not complaining things.
we are gonna get better at that.
And dropping a busted bag cookie.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, then go check out
The behind the scenes.
the behind
is
the
coming
scenes.
up. Hopefully next week I will have both audio and video versions of 2, 3, and 4 up on YouTube, and the audio only versions. Because I've been a little bit slacking. I think I got episode 2's audio and video on the site, but audio has been lacking a bit. So we're sorry. We're going to try to fix that.
We do have plans to fix it. Well, they already have it broken for us. Aww.
Oh.
Oh, they have it to where you can't do it.
Oh.
Oh, that's lame. That's lame.
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this either way. We're going to keep on going. So, the obvious thing is, what is the punishment for this week? Because I did lose. So.
Yeah, let's just move this back like here.
Yeah. I'm going to get over there.
This cable.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's turning.
I'll get it.
Yeah,
go
you
get
get it.
Go get the food.
The punishment.
The punishment. I don't know if we can call it food.
Oh god.
So.
Do you have a spoon?
I do not. This is ridiculous. We suck. This is our punishment.
Crap pudding.
This is hilariously bad pudding. You know what? I'm just gonna...
Just...
Yeah, just squeeze bag it.
Yeah, squeeze back.
So this is ranch.
It has ranch, vinegar, there's some baking soda, some crumbled up crappy cookies in it. And otherwise, it's just normal
Chocolate pudding.
chocolate pudding.
So, I gotta take a squeeze of it.
And you gotta take a big squeeze. Take one big squeeze. Big hopper of it. Is it good? Is it good?
There's an initial shock. I just know it took like a whole mouthful.
How many of those does the Luke have to do? I say one big one. Oh, there's something on the Switch now.
No, you stupid thing. So, the thing is, I took a huge mouthful.
Here, squeeze that back down and close the bag on your end. I have to take a smaller one. We did make a rule where the winner does have to take a little bit.
Okay, just screw it. Just take the stupid thing. It's not helping. We are incredibly sorry about this end of the podcast. It's been very weird. We'll make sure to test everything each episode. It's actually not as bad as I thought.
There's tea in it too.
Yeah, I forgot one episode. I thought I forgot one thing.
What have I done? I've got regrets.
It's actually not bad past the initial. I've been poker facing. It's awful. This stuff does not need to exist. It's so bad.
Oh god. Oh wait. I got it. Bye.
Oh man,
Oh,
you
god,
good?
I'm linking. I'm linking right now. Oh god, no.
I will see you guys on the next podcast. Sorry about this end. We will see you next time, and goodbye.